Hello everyone, myself Jayashree. I welcome you all on the channel Srinagar of Physics. We were solving the questions of thermodynamics which are asked in GS exam. So till question number 16th we have already done. Okay. Now let's start from the question number 17th. It is saying that if the mean square fluctuations in energy of a system in equilibrium at temperature T is proportional to T to the power alpha. Mean square fluctuations. Okay. Then the energy of the system is proportional to what? C. Delta E. Delta E is square. Mean square fluctuation. Here delta E is mean energy fluctuation and square, so square. Okay. So delta E square equals to, we know, KT square CV. Okay. Now see, we are given that mean square fluctuation in energy is proportional to T to the power alpha. So I can write it as this thing as T to the power alpha is equal to what? K T square CV. Okay. This implies that CV is proportional to what? Alpha here, and if I send it in this side, then CV is proportional to T to the power alpha minus 2. We know that CV is equal to du divided by dt. Okay, it is proportional to T to the power alpha minus 2. If I want to find how the energy of the system is depending on the temperature T, that means I need to integrate it. Okay, so on integrating I can see that T to the power alpha minus 2 after integration is proportional to T to the power alpha minus 1. One power increases now, that's why. So energy U is proportional to T to the power alpha minus 1. So right option is option number C. Next question is question number 18. Suppose that the number of microstates available to a system of n particles depends on n and combined variable uv square, where u is internal energy, v is volume of system. System initially has volume 2 meter cube, energy this, it undergoes an isentropic expansion to volume this. What is the final pressure? Okay, just see. I am solving by the most easy method that is possible to solve this question, because I have seen many at many places, at many PDFs. Okay, different solutions are available through different coaching institutes, and everyone is doing by their own way. But you just need to uh, apply your own trick. Okay, I will not say trick, your own method. Okay, how would you approach the question, that matters the most. Okay, so see here, number of microstates available to a system of n particles depend on n and combined variable uv square. Okay, we denote the number of microstates by omega. That means omega is proportional to n, and we are given omega is proportional to what? Combined variable. That means it's proportional to uv square. U is internal energy, v is volume. System initially has volume 2 meter cube. If I say initial volume v1 equals to 2 meter cube, energy this, that means u1 is equal to what? 200 joule. It undergoes an isentropic expansion to volume this. Okay, what is mean by isentropic? Isentropic, it is clear by the name, where entropy is constant. Isothermal means what? Temperature constant. Similarly, isentropic means what? Entropy is constant. Entropy is constant. Okay, now expansion to volume 4 meter cube. That means V2 is given as 4 meter cube. What is the final pressure of the system in SI units? What we need to calculate? Final pressure P2 is equal to what? So this is our question. Okay, now see, first of all we can use this thing, isenentropy. That means S1 equals to what? S2, entropy is constant. S equals to, how can I write as? S equals to N KB ln omega, right? Now if entropy of both the systems are equal, that means S1 is equal to S2, then this implies that Sn is already constant, Kb is constant, ln omega, that means omega for them, number of microstates, is also equal. This implies that omega 1 is equal to what? Omega 2. Okay, and omega is proportional to uv square. N is, we know that number of particles. Okay, so we will not use it again and again in the calculation. If you want, then you can use it, but you can skip 2. Okay, it depends on uv square. That means for both the conditions, for initial and final conditions, omega is constant. From here, entropy constant, that means omega constant. That means u1 v1 square is equal to u2 v2 square. Why am I doing this? Because I know V1, V2, U1. Through this I can calculate U2, which can be used further to find P2. Okay. There are different methods, different approaches for this. I am doing the one I like or I prefer. Okay. So see, this implies that U2 is equal to 1. What? U1, V1 divided by V2 the whole square. U1 is given as 200 joule. Okay. Into V1 by V2. 2 by 4 whole square. 1 by 2. If I solve it, 1 by 4, 250 joule. Okay. So I found that U2 is equal to 50 joule. First task is completed. Next, what you need to do? Just apply first law of thermodynamics. Okay. dq is equal to du plus dw. I can write it as TdS equals to du plus PdV. Okay. This implies that there can be two relations that I can draw from it. First is for temperature and the second is for pressure in the terms of different things. So see, we know 1 by T equals to ds by du at constant V. If you have studied all the theory lectures and if you have at least done the numerical solutions of I think net, gate and jest is running. Okay. So if you have solved till now, then I don't think you would be having any problem in doing all such stuff and calculations. Okay. So I think for you it would be quite easy. 1 by T equals to what? ds by du at constant V. I know what is the value of S. Okay. Now see, S can be written as n kb ln omega uv square uv square. Okay. I got it. Just write it here. 1 by T equals to what? ds by du. n kb as it is, differentiation of ln x is 1 by x, that means 1 by uv square. And for differentiating with respect to u, that means v square. Okay. Just it cancels out. This implies that cross multiplying u equals to what? N kb t, right? Using the second thing, that is for pressure. Pressure can be written as T ds by dv at constant u. This is v, this is u. Okay. So T, I need to differentiate this time with respect to v, keeping u constant in this equation. Okay. So n kb as it is, ln u by v, ln uv square, 1 by uv square. I have to differentiate with respect to v. That means u is constant and for v square it's 2v. Okay. So you cancel out, 1 we cancel out, it is giving us 2n kbt divided by v. This implies that pv is equal to n kbt, right? Sorry, here it is 2 also, the 2n kbt. Now using this here, I can write pv equals to 2u. Why I did all this stuff? What was the need? Because I calculated u2, okay, and I know v2, so I can easily calculate p2. Okay. This implies that what p equals to 2u divided by v. I don't require initial pressure here. Okay, you can directly solve using this equation. No need to go for different constant equation as all. Just solve using this. P equals to 2u by v. This implies that p2 equals to 2 u2 by v2. 2. What is the value of u2? We calculated 50 joule. Divided by v2 is 4. 2. 25 atmospheric pressure. I think writing is very bad here, but please compromise. Okay. So we got the answer 25 atmosphere pressure. It is our right answer. See next question. Question number 19th. In a thermodynamic process, the volume of 1 mole of an ideal gas is varied as V equals to 8 to 8 t to the power minus 1. Okay. Where A is a constant, T is obviously temperature. The adiabatic exponent of gas is gamma. What is the amount of heat received by the gas if the temperature of the gas increases by delta T in the process? If you don't know anything, then just apply first law of thermodynamics. Okay. Here actually we know how to apply it and we know that mostly it is the only key to solve our question. Okay. So just write it, dq equals to du plus dw. Okay. Now du is written as, we know du equals to what? ncv dt and cv dt plus dw is p dv. Okay. Now see, I am given r and gamma in the options, so I have to remove this cv and all these things. Okay. Cv can be removed as, we know cv equals to, see, just calculate it, cp minus cv equals to r. Okay. And cp divided by cv equals to gamma. Using this I can write, I can directly write here Cp equals to what? R plus Cv. R plus Cv divided by Cv equals to gamma. This implies that R by Cv plus 1 is equal to gamma R by, I am solving it step by step because in previous lecture someone asked me how it happened. Okay, so this implies Cv equals to R divided by gamma minus 1. Okay, so in this way we can write n is obviously 1, so just you can ignore it also. And Cv R by gamma minus 1, just substitute here R divided by gamma minus 1 dt, that means delta t. Okay, plus p dv. I don't know what is the value of p and dv, so I need to calculate this thing also. See, we know they are giving us 1 mole, n equals to 1, pv equals to, for ideal gas pv is equal to nRT. Okay, in given, so here also 1. Okay, pv equals to nRT, nRT here n is 1. Okay, p volume V is given me a t to the minus 1 equals to RT. Okay, P equals to what? RT divided by a t to the minus 1 is equal to RT square divided by a. First thing, this I required P, I can substitute here RT square divided by a. Now what I require? dV. I know V, so I can easily calculate dV. Volume V is given me a to the t to the minus 1, so dV equals to what? A t to the power, or I can write 1 by t, so differential minus 1 by t square na, so this delta t. Okay, so minus a divided by t square delta t. Now just solve it. A cancel out, t square cancels out. Okay, very good. So I can take r delta t common. What is rest? 1 divided by gamma minus 1 which is equal to r delta t 1 minus gamma plus 1 divided by gamma minus 1. I hope I am not making any mistake in calculation. R delta t, okay, 2 minus gamma divided by gamma minus 1. Okay, so D is our right answer. It is not a tough question, just a simple calculation is required, okay, that you can yourself do. Question number 20 is saying that an ideal fluid is subjected to a thermodynamic process described by rho equals to this and P equals to this. Rho is energy density and P is pressure. For what value of n and gamma the pressure is adiabatic if the volume is changed slowly? Okay, process when will be the process adiabatic? We need to find this. Okay, so see, we are given rho is energy density. Okay, first I write it, rho equals to Cv to the power minus alpha, and here P is given as n rho to the power gamma yeah. Okay, so now what we can do? Energy density, that means what? Energy per unit volume. Energy divided by volume is energy density. So rho is equal to U divided by V is equal to Cv to the power minus alpha. From here I can write U equals to what? C, just multiply it here, V to the power minus alpha plus 1. Okay, pressure P is this, P equals to n rho to the power this thing, okay, gamma. So C V to the power minus alpha to the power gamma and C to the power gamma. All this is just calculation here. Now we can use the data given in the question. It is given that the process is adiabatic. Okay, so adiabatic, that means what? There is no change in the heat, that means dq is equal to 0. Again we can use first law of thermodynamics. What it says? dq equals to du plus dw. Okay, and we are given dq equals to 0, that means dq 0 equals to du plus dw can be written as p dv. Okay, this implies that too. Here let me write here du plus pdv equals to 0. I can differentiate it. C is constant, minus alpha plus 1 v to the power what? Minus alpha, then dv. It is du plus p into dv. P is, I solved it here, and c to the power gamma v to the power minus alpha gamma dv. Okay, dv equals to 0. Okay, just take common. What can be taken? V to the power minus alpha can be taken out. Okay, c and dv, these can be taken out. So what remains inside? From here it's minus alpha plus 1, and from here it's n. Okay, and then c to the power here gamma, and c is to c to the power gamma minus 1, v to the power alpha 1 minus gamma. You can separately solve if you get confused now. V to the power minus alpha gamma divided by v to the power minus alpha gamma plus alpha. Alpha can be taken common. Okay, I think it's visible. Just see it. Okay. So I can write it as this is equal to 0. Now for this whole term to become 0, this should be equals to this, right? First of all, what I need to see that this term and this term should give 1. Okay. Now see, you can either check by option or you can do yourself by thinking that what values can we choose. Okay. So from here I can see that 1 minus gamma need to be 0 first of all. Okay, that means gamma need to be 1. Second thing that I can see, if gamma is equal to 1, then this term will become 1, c to the power 0, that means 1. This will also become 1. It will be remaining n and this thing. For both of these terms to cancel, it should be negative of this thing. Okay, obviously. So n equals to, it is 1 minus alpha, so it should be alpha minus 1. I hope you get it. See, for this whole term to be 0, sum of both terms should be 0. It is a constant, so it must be cancelled by this part. Okay, for this part to cancel this, first of all both these terms should be 1. For this to be 1, the power should be 0. Then I can equate 1 minus gamma or gamma minus 1 from any of the side equals to 0. Gamma is equal to 1. Then I can use this opposite to this in negative of this, so that both terms can be cancelled out. Okay, so what I got, gamma equals to 1 and n equals to alpha minus 1. I think C, yeah, C is our right answer. I hope it's properly visible to you. You can see that calculation from this side. Okay, so let's start the next question. Next is question number 21 is, a theoretical model for a real, that means non-ideal gas, gives the following expressions for internal energy U, pressure P, U is this, P is this. Okay, and we are constant. Let V naught and T naught be the initial volume and initial temperature respectively. If the gas expands adiabatically, then the volume of the gas is proportional to temperature to the power what. Okay, we need to find the dependency of volume on the temperature. We are given that the process is adiabatic. For adiabatic process, we know dq is equals to what? 0. There is no heat exchange. Using first law of thermodynamics, I can easily write dq equals to du plus pdv. Okay, that means what? dq equals to 0 equals to du plus pdv. pdv equals to dw. Okay, now so from here du equals to minus p dv. I know what is the value of u, I know what is the value of p. Just differentiate u, get du, put the value of p, multiply by dv, solve the equation, you will get the dependency. Okay, so du equals to what? I need to differentiate it, minus 2 by 3 a v to the power minus 5 by 3 dv. Now this term, there are two variables here, volume v and temperature T both. Okay, so I need to do this. B is constant, 2 by 3 v. Okay, I am doing first for volume, v to the power 2 by 3 minus 1, that means minus 1 by 3 T square dv. Then for temperature, if I do 2b v to the power 2 by 3 dt, it is what? du is equal to minus p dv, minus, just I need to multiply this by dv now. So minus 2 by 3 a v to the power minus 5 by 3 dv minus of 2 by 3 b v to the power minus 1 by 3 t square dv. Okay, now just see here what is cancelling out. This is cancelling out by this. These both are of opposite sign, so they will get added. Just transfer it here. Okay, so 4 by 3b v to the power minus 1 by 3 t square dv is equal to what? I send it on that side, minus 2b v to the power 2 by 3 dt. B cancels out, 2 cancel out, it gives me 2. 2 by 3 equals to minus of this. Okay, so if I solve it further, then it is what? 2 by 3, just send it in this side. Okay, so v to the power minus 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3, that means minus 1 dv equals to minus dt by t. Okay, this implies that v dv is equal to minus 3 by, sorry, v minus 1 now, so dv by v equals to, if I send it in this side, minus 3 by 2, here it is minus, so dt by t. And integrating, ln v equals to minus 3 by 2 ln t. We know for the ln function, okay, I can write it as ln t to the power minus 3 by 2. That means how volume is varying with temperature, volume v is proportional to 10 power t to the power minus 3 by 2. It is our right answer, so option number C. Okay, now I think this video is much longer. I will solve question number 22 3 and the next question, okay, in the next video, but it will be uploaded soon after this, okay, because I don't want to make the video much lengthy, that's why I am disconnecting here. And just after this I will upload the next session, because now I don't want to continue thermo for a long time. So today I will end it, and so keep supporting, okay. Thank you, bye bye.